All right, guys, what's up? Today, what we're going to talk about is pretty important, okay? It's, in my opinion, it's one of the most important parts of understanding hitting as a whole, okay? I think that there's two big differences in our swing, all right, for every player, or our approach or our swing based on four main locations, okay? The four main locations being inside pitches and outside pitches, high pitches and low pitches, okay? If you kind of separate the plate, the strike zone into those four main things: high, low, inside, or outside, okay? I found that there's only two different types of swings or approaches that work for those four types. Okay, one being the approach being trying to stay inside the ball, okay? Staying inside the ball is basically making contact with your bat on the inside half. Now, calling this splitting the ball in half, the part closest to me is the inside half, just like this is the inside corner, and then part on the other side is the outside corner, outside half, okay? When you are talking about hitting the inside part of the ball, you're talking about the inside-out swing, okay? And everyone knows that, okay? I think the big one that we don't always talk about is what I call getting on top of the ball. So basically, instead of hitting the inside part of the ball, you're actually trying to hit the top outside part of the ball. Now, this is not something that I would teach too many guys, and I actually always talk about attacking the inside part of the ball in every single swing, no matter what. But it's a concept I want my guys to understand, is the feeling of getting on top of the ball, the feeling of what it's like to hit the top outside part of the ball. It's not really the skill in the game. The skill is staying inside the ball. I always make a joke that my grandma can hit a ground ball to the shortstop, meaning my grandma can roll over, my grandma can get on top, my grandma can hit the top outside part. My grandma doesn't have enough skill to stay inside the ball and drive the ball the other way, okay? So I do think staying inside the ball is the skill in the game. It allows you to hit the ball the other way. It also allows you to hit the low pitches really well, and it allows you to hit the outside pitches really well. But if you get a pitch that's high and you try to stay inside the ball, chances are you're going to pop that ball up. On a high pitch, I found by talking to my players that if I use the words get on top of the ball as opposed to stay inside the ball, that kind of forces them to make a swing that maybe still stays inside the ball but hits line drives, okay, as opposed to the swing that maybe is trying to stay inside the ball but the bat head drops and you pop it up. So the high pitches, I like to think about getting on top of them, almost think about hitting the outside top half of the ball. Same with the inside pitches. When the pitches get way out in front, I like to almost think about getting more on top of the ball. Now, I know all these, people say Ted Williams talked about a level swing, and yes, of course, we want level swings. I want to create backspin. I don't want to create topspin. I'm just talking about the words that work for our brains, for the players' brains that I've talked with, that if I tell them to get on top of the ball, for some reason it helps them make contact farther out in front of the plate, okay, and not under the ball. It helps them hit line drives to the pull side of the field. Same with high pitches. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, the low pitch and the outside pitch, you don't really want to try to get on top of those pitches. You can't. If you try to get on top of that low pitch, you're going to hit a choppy ground ball, third baseman, foul ball. Guys, that's when you foul it off your ankle. That's when you're swinging around or on top of a low pitch. If you can stay inside of the low pitches, meaning your hands stay closer to your body, the barrel of the bat comes from an inside path, and your bat makes contact with the inside part of the ball. On the low pitches, that works a lot better, as it does on the outside pitches. When the pitch is over the outside part of the plate, yes, we let the ball travel, but we let the ball travel so that we can make contact with the inside part of the ball. And that's what causes the ball to go to the opposite way. So if you think about it, guys, you have two major swings. You have the get on top swing, and that works really good for high pitches and inside pitches, or that approach works really good, I should say. Those thoughts work really good for high pitches and inside pitches, is get on top of the ball. And then what thoughts work really well with low pitches and outside pitches are stay inside the ball, attack the inside part of the ball. And then as you get really, really good, you're always attacking the inside part of the ball, but either with a get on top or a stay inside approach, but you're always trying to make contact with the inside part of the ball to create backspin and hit line drives, okay? The get on top approach is gonna hit a lot of ground balls to the left side. I feel you, I understand, but sometimes with two strikes especially, hanging curveballs, you gotta be able to get on top of them and not just pop them up all the time, okay? Same thing with inside fastballs. You can't always let them get deep and let them keep beating you and jamming you all the time. Sometimes you got to get off me ball and go out there and make contact out in front, okay? So, two major swings, in my opinion, is get on top or stay inside the ball. And usually when I'm up there hitting, I'm thinking about staying inside, staying inside, staying inside, and then only reacting every once in a while with a get off me ball when I think I need to go out there and get on top one. All right, so good luck.